Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally doing another reading vlog. It has been a while. As many of you guys know, I've just been in a really big reading slump. I feel like I haven't even read that much since like February. It's been a while, but I'm really trying to read because every single year the libraries across our region, we do this gigantic reading challenge where every single worker from each library is in competition with each other to see who can read the most every single year. We read so much that we typically put ourselves in a gigantic reading slump afterwards because we literally spend 6 weeks non-stop reading. So that started last week. So I have been getting back into reading because I want that free t-shirt on staff day. And yes, our gift is just a t-shirt, but you know what? I do love t-shirts, so I'm fine with that. So I have finished a couple of books in the past week, so I figured I would just go ahead and start vlogging to talk about my reading with you guys. So I think the last book I updated you guys on is when I finished the Leather and Lark book by Bryn Weaver in my last reading vlog. So since then, I have read volumes 6 through 10 of Nana, the manga, by Ai Yazawa. I have read volumes 10 and 11 of Spy X Family. I am just waiting on 12 and 13 to come into the library, which I think is going to take a while. I'm thinking of just driving to Barnes & Noble and possibly reading the volumes just while sitting in the store, but I've read those. I've just been reading a lot of manga because that's the only thing that I have been in the mood to read. And then the other day I started the audiobook for Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross because I have been reading this book since February. And every single time I try to pick it up, I feel like that book was specifically putting me in a reading slump. So I'm gonna read you guys my review for the book because I finished it a couple days ago. I did really like the narration of the audiobook, but I definitely did not like the second book as much as I liked the first. So this is a spoiler-free review, but I gave it 2.5 stars. It's more close to a 3 because I did like the first like quarter of it, but I just really I could not get through it. But I said, this book took me 6 months to finish because it put me in a reading slump every time I tried to pick it back up. It was boring and the ending was lackluster, the main characters felt like side characters, and the gods were really lame. And I stand by that. I feel like the ending like fight scene, I don't even know if that's a spoiler, it wasn't like done well. Like the entire 2 books like lead up to this like whole ending scene, and it was really just boring. I didn't like it. I didn't like the second book. I wanted to learn more about like the politics and the gods and everything, but the main god, Dacre, I think is how you say his name, he was just really like moody. Like he wasn't even a cool supervillain, and I just think the story was kind of lame. So unfortunately, I just didn't really like the second book. There were some beautiful quotes in the book, don't get me wrong. I think the book was written beautifully, and I think Rebecca Ross is a really good writer. I just didn't like the actual story itself. So that's the last book I finished. And then today I actually had to go to the car shop because I had a flat tire. So I went to the car shop, and while they were fixing my flat tire, I finally picked up the 3rd book in the 4 Horsemen book series by Laura Thalassa. I have read the first 2 already and I really enjoyed them. So I want to finish the series, and I've had this sitting over here on my cart for so long now. I don't even know how many months it's been at this point. Luckily I work at the library so I don't get in trouble from having this checked out for so long. But this one is Famine. So this is about the horsemen of Famine. And so far I've only read like a chapter because they actually finished my car a lot faster than I thought so. But I am on chapter like 4, and the main character of this book is actually a sex worker. So that is really interesting. And so far all I've gotten is just kind of like a little bit of her backstory, and she just met the horsemen within like the first 3 chapters. And this is a long book. I feel like this is thicker than the others. So hopefully it doesn't get boring, because I did get bored a little bit in the last book. I do want to finish this series, and I don't typically read series too much anymore because I cannot keep the attention span to read whole series by myself now. But this one I'm really into. And then I also downloaded the audiobooks to the Zodiac Academy series because so many of you guys recommend the Zodiac Academy series to me. One of my closest friends is absolutely obsessed with it right now, and that's all she talks about. And then also it's recommended all over TikTok, which TikTok normally disappoints me with their recommendations, but I have so many people recommending the series to me that I feel like I should try it. So I downloaded the audiobooks for it so I could listen while I'm like cleaning and doing stuff, because I don't have too much time to sit down and read too much anymore. And at work when I'm doing stuff, I can listen to audiobooks. So I'm gonna listen to Zodiac Academy and then read this book at the same time. And I will update you guys with that. It's the next day and it is currently 11 p.m. so I just kind of settled down for the night. If you hear the fan on, it's hot today, so I do have 2 fans going right now. So, oh my god, my voice just went out. Probably from screaming so much at Six Flags the other day. But anyways, I have a really bad migraine because I'm on my period. I don't know if anybody else deals with this. When I'm on my period, I have a migraine every single day of my period. And then if I'm lucky, I don't have one the rest of the month, but I always get them on my period. So going through it right now. My medication never works either, but I'm going to try to read a little bit because I'm actually really into this book. I read 212 pages of this book yesterday in like 2 or 3 hours. Like, I read half of this book in a couple of hours last night because I was so into this. This is probably so far my favorite book in the series. I just really like the dynamic of the main characters in this book. I just love the slow burn. I truly love the slow burn. I don't know, I really enjoy like the story of the apocalypse and the 4 horsemen and stuff, so like that really helps the story go by for me. And I just enjoy the interaction between the characters, honestly. So I am going to continue reading this tonight. I feel like I'm slowly getting back into like my reading era, and I want to finish this series maybe by the end of August. We do have a couple more days left in August. But I just made myself a cup of Plum Deluxe tea. It's like something cake tea. I don't know. I really love their tea. They sent me a couple of bags to try out, and all of their tea is named after books and stuff, so I think it's really cute. I decided to make some to maybe try to help with my headache a little bit because it does have caffeine in it, so that might help. And then I also have some cookies from the Great American Cookie Company, which by far is my favorite place for cookies. So I'm gonna eat a cookie, drink my tea, read my book, and probably listen to an ASMR room on my TV in the background. Possibly some fantasy-esque music, maybe some rain or something. And I'm really just gonna like totally relax and chill tonight because I deserve it. I've been working all day. Me reading contributes to our work reading challenge, which our library is currently winning. We're only winning by like 200 minutes, so we've really got to grind. And I'm gonna try to win this shirt for staff day. Okay, I really want this t-shirt. It's the next morning. Woke up a couple hours ago, but I stayed up till like 2 in the morning reading this. I have like 60 pages left of the book, and I still stand by the fact that this is my favorite book in the series so far. I just really enjoy the dynamic between the 2 main characters. Love Famine. Like, he's not as evil as the other horsemen. Like, the other horsemen are pretty evil. This guy has a little, like, is not as evil. Like, he's still, actually, I don't even think he's evil. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't blame him for wanting to kill humans because we suck. I kind of get why he has to do what he has to do. And I think he's just really sweet, honestly. I really like him. I really like the girl main character too. I'm gonna try to finish the book because I don't have to go to work for a couple more hours. So I think I'll be able to finish the book in the next like 30 minutes, and then I'll be able to pick up the last book in the series. And then I also forgot to mention that I picked up the audiobook for Zodiac Academy. So I've only listened to like 40 minutes of Zodiac Academy. I don't even know if I talked about it or not. It's really cringe. Hey guys, so I don't know when I last updated you guys on my reading. I think I last updated you when I finished Famine, and then I started Death by Laura Thalassa. I am still reading it, but I'm almost done with it. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days since I've updated you. 78% into the final book. And I do have to say I'm a little underwhelmed at the moment with the last book because we have been reintroduced to all of the past horsemen so far in the book. But the romance in this book is kind of giving like male main character groveling for the female main character the whole time, which I don't mind. I actually do like that. But it felt very quick, whereas like the other romances in the other books are really slow. So that's the only thing that I'm not vibing with, but it's still like a 4-star read for me right now. And I really liked how all of the horsemen are like coming together. And then I also started reading volume 12 of Spy X Family. I downloaded Shonen Jump because I pay for Shonen Jump manga on like my phone and stuff. So I downloaded it here on my Books Palma. So I am currently on volume 12 of Spy Family, which is awesome because I only pay $3 a month and you get like all of the popular manga to read, which is just been reading that manga. I'm charging all of my e-readers right now. I'm about to film a TikTok on what manga looks like on all of my different e-readers. So I figured that would be a fun video because I get asked all the time if manga looks good on e-readers, and some do and some don't. So I'm about to film the TikTok and hopefully a YouTube short on that. I prefer TikTok because you can upload videos that are over a minute long, and Instagram and YouTube only allow under a minute. So there's that with my reading. I don't think I've read anything else. I don't really know. I've kind of just been reading like a lot and random stuff. I'm absolutely obsessed with my Books Palma. I don't even know if I've updated you guys since getting my Books Palma, but I've been reading on this every single day, all day since getting it. And I dyed my hair blue as well. I didn't even mention that, but I dyed my hair blue and it has like green in the front and I feel like a mermaid. Like I look terrible right now because I don't have any makeup on and I just woke up. I do feel like a mermaid. So I think I'm in my mermaid era right now, which I love mermaids, so. I feel like every single time I change my hair color, I go into like a different aesthetic. Pink hair, I'm like in fairy mode. Dark hair, I feel like I'm a vampire. With this blue hair, I feel like a mermaid. Like I feel like I'm going through like my different eras and aesthetics. But eating breakfast, I'm eating my leftover Waffle House that I had last night. If you live in the South and if you've ever been to Waffle House, we have one at like every corner where I live. But it's truly the best breakfast place. It's just so amazing. And I also made a cup of coffee. I'm going to probably watch some Real Housewives of New York while I eat, and then I am probably going to go deep clean the guinea pig cages, and then the rest of the day I am going to be filming content for my main channel. So really gotta get it together. Getting random texts from random numbers. Hi, are you looking for a full part-time job? We are hiring. Yeah, because I'm gonna respond to a random number asking me if I want a job. All right, it's the next day, or I think it's the next day. I think I updated you yesterday on my reading. I don't even know at this point, but last night I finished Death by Laura Thalassa. Finished it on my Books Palma, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Unfortunately, I felt like it was the worst book in the series. I still really enjoyed it, but the entire series was a 4 or 5 star read, and then the last book was a 3-star. I didn't like personalities of the 2 main characters. The romance like didn't feel like it was formed really well. Also, I felt like there was some forced intimacy happening in this book, which I just did not like. And then also there was a baby trope, which the baby plots and baby tropes, I don't personally. I like when there's kids in books, but I don't like books with romance where the whole plot and everything revolves around a child, because I can't relate to it. Not that I have to, but like I have no interest in children. Not that I hate them or anything, I just don't have any interest in reading about them. So that usually ruins any story for me if it has some type of baby trope, especially if it lasts like almost the entire book. Like literally just the 2 main characters had no personality. Whereas like in the past books, I feel like the female main characters had some type of personality, whether it be annoying or not. This main character was just dull. Death was dull. I really liked the fight scene at the end. I liked like all the horsemen being in one book together, but I don't know. I just didn't really like love the ending, which was unfortunate. I don't quite know what to read. I'm in the mood for pretty much any genre right now, which is rare for me. So what I think I am about to do is there is something that I have been wanting to do forever. I've been wanting to set up my own TBR crane machine because Temu sent me 2 pink crane machines like literally like 2 years ago or like a year ago. I've never done anything with them. So I figured I would pull out my crane machine. It's like a little pink one. And I have these printed out covers of books, and I also have different prompts that I'm gonna write out, and I'm gonna put them in the crane machine, and then I'm just going to do the crane machine. I'm gonna pull one out, and whatever it says, I am going to read that book because I feel like this is a perfect time to do it because I'm pretty much in the mood to read anything right now. I also, my desk is like such a mess right now. I have my e-readers everywhere because I filmed an e-reader video on TikTok yesterday. So I literally have all my e-readers sitting everywhere. I have all my crochet stuff everywhere because I've been filming crochet videos for my main channel. This is my Coraline doll, by the way. All I have to do is make her dragonfly brooch and her yellow jacket, and I'll be done with her, and I'm gonna be selling her on my website, but I need to finish her. I'm gonna try to finish today, but I doubt I will because there's a lot of editing and stuff that I need to do. All right, so here is the crane machine. Like I said, Temu sent it to me a long time ago. I've had it sitting here forever. It's small and pink, and it has like the little plushies and little like capsule balls, I believe, with it. So I'm going to be putting the book covers or prompts inside of the little capsules, or maybe I'll like tape them to a plushie or something. Hopefully it still works. I actually, like, I've turned it on and stuff, but I haven't actually like tried to use the actual crane machine. So like, who knows if it even actually works because this is so cheap. But so it opens up at the top here. We've got like this cute little rabbit. Looks like it's like in a little space pod. And then all the plushies are right here. Capsule balls. And more plushies. So we've got a lot of plushies we don't really need. Okay, here's what it looks like. It's so cute. Okay, I just plugged it in. Oh, okay, it's moving. So you move it like that. And then, I don't know what this does. Okay, all right. Okay, before I put all the capsules in here, I am going to go ahead and get a piece of paper and just write a bunch of random prompts. And I also need to find the little baggie of book covers that I literally printed out a year ago. I put all of, well, not all of them because I had some extras. I got the capsules out of my other box that I had, so there's 20 capsules in here. There's 3 plushies, and if I pull a plushie, then I will pull another book out of this random thing right here because there's some more books in here. Let's just go ahead and try to do it. It's pretty full, and also the hole to like put the thing is on the side, so the balls just kept coming out of the side, so I had to plug it with my tripod holder, so it looks tacky on that side. I didn't even get anything. Okay, I think it's too full. It's too much for the crane machine to go down, so let's try again. It's still fun though, even though it's really dumb. It is the next day, well, very late in the day. It just hit 11 p.m. Done a little bit more reading, but not too much. The last time I updated you guys, I was pulling a book out of my crane machine, and my camera SD card got full and turned off as soon as I picked up the ball in the crane machine. So I filmed it on my phone, so I know that footage wasn't the best, but I was gonna just refilm it when my SD card was not full anymore, but I did pull a book that I do actually really want to read. So I figured I would just use my phone footage for this video, and then next time I will get it on camera. I pulled Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This was recommended to me by my boss slash friend. I work with her and she is my boss. So she recommended this to me because she knows I love fallen angel stories. She knows I love paranormal romance, and she told me that she thinks that I will love this. and a lot of the things that she likes, I like as well. So I'm excited to read this, but as soon as I was gonna go pick this up and start reading, my boss also texted me and was like, hey girly, I'm starting this book. Do you wanna read it together? Because me and her were talking about wanting to start it soon. So before I pick up Storm and Fury, I am going to read Promises and Pomegranates by Sav R. Miller. I've had this sitting on my bookshelf for quite a while now. I think I got it as like a Christmas present one year. This is like a light modern retelling of Hades and Persephone, and it's like a mafia type romance. I'm actually reading it on my Books Palma because I just prefer reading on e-readers than I do physical books, but I did have this physical book already. I'm only like 2% into the book, so the only opinion I have on it, which this is not a spoiler because it literally is said within the first like 2 or 3 pages. Don't like that the main guy character, who is supposed to be Hades or whatever, I don't like that he's already like slept with the girl main character of this book, because that's not really slow burn, and I really like slow burn. But if it's like the trope where, you know, they get together and he's like absolutely obsessed with her, but she doesn't want him and he's like groveling the whole time, then I will really enjoy it. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it so far. You guys know, like paranormal romance and then mafia romances are like my 2 favorite things to read. So I have a feeling I will enjoy this, hopefully. I mean, in either way, the cover of this book is stunning and I'm glad to have it. So I started that. And then I'm reading volume 12 of Spy Family still. I'm reading that on Shonen Jump. And then today I was really in the mood for a manhwa, and I checked these out from the library and I really need to return them. So I have volumes 1 and 2 of Business Proposal. I have actually read this before and watched the show or K-drama or whatever it was, but I don't really remember it too much. So I'm almost done with it. This is how much I've left. So I'm gonna finish this tonight and then start volume 2 and then continue reading the entire series because I absolutely just love the art style of A Business Proposal. This book, I really like the trope. I don't even know what it would be considered, but the main character, she has like worked her butt off. She has this office job where she just works all the time. She's exhausted. She's not making enough money to support her family. Her friend, who is like this heiress and is super rich, she's like, oh my God, my dad keeps forcing me to go on these blind dates and he wants me to get married so I can continue with, you know, the family or whatever. And she's like, please just go on this fake date for me, because this blind date for me, because I do not want to go on these dates anymore. So the main girl character is like, okay, whatever. She dresses like all, like she normally looks like this, right? But they dress her up like all seductively with like pink hair, and she just acts absolutely insane to try to get this guy to just like leave her alone. But he's like, I'm gonna marry you. Actually, I want to marry you. And she's like, what? And he is actually her boss as well, but he doesn't know that it's her because she dresses like this during the blind dates. So it's this whole trope of like, I wanna marry you. And she's like, no, I don't wanna marry you. And then it's also a secret because like, yeah, it's just so good. It is the next morning. I just got back from getting a filling. That's why half of my mouth is not moving, because it's numb. It feels so weird. I absolutely hate getting dental work done, but finished volume 1 and 2 of A Business Proposal last night, and I wanted to keep reading. So I downloaded Tapa's, the manhwa app, on my phone, and started to read like half of the next chapter and then fell asleep. So I'm gonna keep reading Business Proposal, but the library does not have any of the other volumes. There's like 10 volumes like this. The library doesn't have them. I don't want to pay for them. I don't know if I'll have to pay for Tapas or not. I've never used that app before, so we'll see. But I did finish those and I'm gonna return them. I'm definitely gonna buy the whole series eventually because I want to own it because I really like it. But that's the only reading that I finished last night, and it's getting really good. But I think today I'm gonna continue reading more of Promises and Pomegranates. It's the next day. I just got home and I've been at work 9 to 5 all day. I get home, power. My power is completely out right now. Nothing. Like the light you're seeing right now is just coming from outside. Luckily it's raining, so it's not as hot as it normally is, but it's very warm inside my house right now. It's at least like 75, which is doable, but because like when it's really hot outside, it can get like 90 degrees inside the house, so I'm glad it's not 90. But the power has apparently been out all day while I was at work. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's been going on lately in my area. Like internet is not staying anywhere. Like at my job here, like internet's not staying connected. It goes out like multiple times a day. And now our power, like everywhere in this area, our power keeps going in and out. And I really don't know what's going on with all that. So, you know, I wanted to come home, maybe make a nice little snack for myself, a little pretzel, watch some TV, take a little nap. I can't. Well, I could take a nap, but I'm just too hot to take a nap. Like I have to have a fan blowing on me to be able to take a nap. Like I really do. Also, the dogs are like panting because they're hot. I just can't relax and be cozy like I was expecting to be, which is really disappointing. But anyways, at work today, I read volume 11 and 12 of Nana, and now I am almost done with volume 13 of Nana. I finally have gotten to the point in the manga where I have no idea what's gonna happen. I've reached where I've watched in the anime, and the anime has already stopped at this point in the story. So I do not know what is going to be happening this point forward. I'm really invested in the rest of the story. I know that there's no ending to this series because the author of this series got sick and is not able to draw anymore, which is so disappointing, and I totally get it. Like, it's not fun. So I don't blame her for never like finishing Nana, but like this is my favorite anime, my favorite manga of all time. So yeah, I'm just cherishing this. I have, I don't know, like 7 or 8 more volumes to go before I finish Nana. I have not picked up any more of Promises and Pomegranates since last night. I'm like 22% into this book now. Still not loving it. I thought it was going to be like a, I don't know, like I knew it was gonna be a dark romance, but it's giving like icky dark romance. It's not giving like the good kind. It's giving like R word. And like I've said this argument so many times, it can be a dark romance and still not have R word in it. Like that is, it can be consensual and still be a dark romance. And I just don't like it. It's like cringe. It's really corny. The lines are really corny. I don't like how they keep bringing up poetry to try to make this book seem poetic, because it's not. It's just smut. Like so far, I've pretty much just read like filthy smut. That's all it's been. I wasn't expecting this to be like full smut. I thought that there was going to be a little bit more to the story, but so far I'm not getting that. Maybe it'll get better. I'm going to keep reading, but I was really hoping for a really good Hades and Persephone retelling, and I'm not getting it with this book. And then also at the library today, my hold for the Hogwarts game finally came in. I do not want to support J.K. Rowling by buying this game. She already has enough money as it is, but I have wanted to play it because I've heard it's like a really good game. So I put it on hold at the library, and I've been waiting like 2.5 months to get this game. We didn't have the PlayStation 5 version, but I have a PS5, but I got the PS4 version to play Hogwarts Legacy because I do want to play it, and the gameplay that I've seen of it looks really cool. So I will probably be playing it this weekend because I just really want to see if it's good. And if I like it, then I will probably go to a used video game store and purchase it, or buy it on Mercari or something, so I don't have to support J.K. Rowling. Okay, and that's the only updates I have on my reading, I think. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good with my reading since the reading challenge started at work. I have read almost like literally every single day for the past month, literally for a month. I've read 2,551 minutes. That's pretty good for me considering I've been in a slump for 4 months. All right, it's been 5 hours later, and as you can see in here, I do have power. So basically, 2 random dudes showed up to my house this morning and were like digging in my yard, putting some type of Ford cable power line. I don't know what they were putting. They didn't have like a company truck or anything. It was just a red truck. They drove up. 2 dudes, one guy started digging with a shovel. The other guy was using this big machine to like bury the cable. It was a big orange cable. I don't know what they were doing because I wasn't home to ask them. And apparently those dudes like did not follow code to what they were supposed to be doing. And they cut into the power lines for all of the houses on my road. And they also cut into my AT&T internet cable that's underground. So the Georgia Power guys finally came out. They like knocked on my door and I opened the door and there was like 8 dudes in hard hats just like staring at me. Apparently my house was like the trigger for all of the other houses going out of power. Yeah, basically those dudes like cut into one of the 3 cables that run the power throughout these houses on my road. And my house is being ran on a gigantic generator outside right now. There's like this big, tall metal generator that's just planted into my yard that is running my house. If that wasn't plugged into my house right now, I would not have power. And also I don't have Wi-Fi because Georgia Power doesn't control AT&T. So thanks to those dudes that just decided to come out and start digging in people's yards, AT&T now has to come out and send a technician out to replace the fiber cables underground, which also takes multiple days to do. And the AT&T workers are currently on strike to get fair wages, which like good for them. Not good for me considering my full-time job is I need Wi-Fi. So I don't have internet. So I can't really watch anything on TV because I have a smart TV. The only thing I could do is like watch movies on my PlayStation or like play a video game, which I don't feel like doing. I didn't feel like making anything. So I ordered Wingstop and I ate that and it was really yummy. Now I'm going to take a bath, read some Promises and Pomegranates while I am taking a bath. And since I don't have Wi-Fi, pretty much all I can do right now is read or play video games. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep reading for the rest of the night. I'm probably gonna clock in and fall asleep pretty early tonight because I work 9 to 5 tomorrow as well. And tomorrow I'm going to film a day in the life of a library assistant video since I will be alone most of the day tomorrow at work. I want to do some filming. It's a couple days later. Yes, I am sitting in my bathroom because I'm about to take my nightly self-care bath and it's quiet in here. It might be a little echoey for the footage, but it's quiet in here and I need quiet. I'm very overstimulated right now. Still no Wi-Fi. I'm now on day like 6 or 7 of no internet. I don't even know. I am so annoyed with AT&T. Like I am not a fan of AT&T, but they have the best internet in my area and I need good internet because I live stream and upload videos so much. But they were supposed to come on Sunday and they didn't show up. They were supposed to come today. I literally got off work early. They didn't show up. So I called them and I was like, hey, what is going on? Like, why is no one here? And they were like, oh, well, you have a past due balance of $20 on your account, so we're not gonna send out a technician until you pay that. What? Like $20, guys? Like 20 bucks? And also, why did they let me schedule 2 appointments if I had this like past due amount on my account? And by the way, the past due amount of $20 is because they messed up my billing when I upgraded my phone and everything. They messed that up. So the fact that I didn't pay the $20 wasn't even my fault, it was their fault too. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of went off on them because like, why are they allowing me to make 2 different appointments, clear my day to wait for a technician to show up, and no one was ever actually going to come out because I had $20 due on my account. So I paid the $20 over the phone and then I was like, okay, are we gonna get a technician to come out? And then she's like, well, the soonest one can come out on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. So I'm once again not gonna have Wi-Fi until Saturday. I have like 3 YouTube videos that I need to upload. I uploaded 1 at work today. I literally uploaded it to my hard drive and I took my hard drive to work and I uploaded it from my work computer. Luckily my boss and everything was cool with it, that I was allowed to do that. So I'm editing everything from home and then I take my hard drive to work and then I upload the videos from work. But then I have to also print my like Etsy shipping labels at work. I have to do like literally all of my important stuff at work for YouTube. So I'm like doing both of my work stuff at the library. So that's really annoying. I hope they actually show up on Saturday. I think I am getting a tattoo on Friday for Friday the 13th. My boyfriend said he would pay for me to get a Friday the 13th flash tattoo at a tattoo artist in Atlanta. So I think I'm gonna get it right here. I'm not gonna talk about it yet because it's actually not even really a Friday the 13th themed tattoo, but it is for the Friday the 13th special, but it is anime related and it's gonna be in color, and I'm gonna put it right here. If I feel like driving to Atlanta on Friday, I'm gonna go to that because it's just like a walk-in thing. But luckily I don't work on Saturdays, so they can actually come in. And then my MRI is tomorrow morning for my hand. So I'm I'm not even gonna lie guys, I'm yapping right now, but I'm so stressed out. Like the MRIs freak me out mainly because for some reason, even though I'm just getting an MRI on my hand, I still have to have my whole head and body inside of the machine. And you have to sit there for 45 minutes to an hour for them to get the picture. So that's anxiety inducing, having to sit in this big machine taking pictures of you for 45 minutes. And then after the MRI, I'm basically just gonna be sitting and waiting to hear from my doctor about my next hand surgery, which could happen literally next week. So my anxiety is crazy, and my birthday is like next week. Like I am stressed out about all of these things, and I can't even really enjoy my birthday anymore. Like I feel like as you become an adult, you can't really even enjoy your birthday because you're just getting older. And I'm turning 26, so like all of these responsibilities, I'm getting dropped off of insurances. I have to find a new health insurance. I have to get emissions done. I have to renew my car tag. Like you have to do all of these things before your birthday. So it doesn't even make your birthday fun, like as you get older. So I have like so many things that I need to do within the next 2 weeks, and I'm very stressed out about it. Like I haven't even really been reading that much either. Promises and Pomegranates, I'm not gonna lie guys, is pure ass. Like that book is ass. Me and my boss have both been trying to pick it up and read it together, and we'll both read like a couple pages and then immediately put it down because it's so bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna be finishing that book. We'll see. I'm gonna try to read a little bit of it in the bath on my Books Palma. But at work today, I finally got in my copy of Paradise Kiss. I actually read this on Libby, and I only got like 16% of the way through because it's a big one. It's like the big anniversary edition, so it's the entire manga into one edition. So I want to finish reading this because I've been trying to read this for like 3 months now and I just cannot get through it. And then I also randomly had an audiobook on my Spotify for like a couple of years. I've had it downloaded. So I figured while I was at work today, I would open up the audiobook and try it. I honestly went into it fully blind because I downloaded it so many years ago. It's called Blood on My Name, and I don't remember the author's name. I'll put it on the screen, but it's a like fallen angel. It's like a spicy fallen angel story, but I'm actually enjoying it. I was expecting to be like, not disappointed, but I'm going into it like knowing it's probably just gonna be pure smut, but the plot's actually pretty good. And you guys know I love fallen angels, so I mean, the smut is definitely smutting. It's a lot of it, but I'm not hating it either because the story is kind of making up for how much of the smut there is. And the voice actors are really good for the audiobook. And I've already listened to like 9% of the audiobook and I'm not hating it. Wasn't expecting that. It's just a random book that I had on my Spotify. I think I got it for free for like one of the Stuff Your Kindle days, but it was like an audiobook, I don't know. Done with my talking now. Like I said, I'm gonna take a bath. I'm going to try to read because I don't have Wi-Fi, so there's really nothing else I can do. Oh, and I started watching season 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I got those from the library. I've watched Buffy, but I was younger, so watching Buffy now as an adult, I appreciate it a lot more. I do love Buffy. So I watched the first 4 episodes of season 1 of Buffy. We love that. And I'm just gonna keep watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer until I have Wi-Fi again, basically. All right, guys, it's been a while. I actually don't know how long it's been, but I'm gonna update you guys on my reading. I just finished volume 13 of Nana, and then I started rereading Paradise Kiss, or reading it for the first time, but reading it again, because I never finished the first time. I'm like halfway through, so I could try to finish this today, maybe. I'm not enjoying this as much as Nana, but it still has the same vibes, and I love the fashion and the art style and everything. So I don't hate it. It's kind of like a 3-star. Promises and Pomegranates, I'm now like 71% into the book or something. It's probably a 2.5-star read. I got a tattoo yesterday, a Nana tattoo. It's in Saniderm right now, so you can't see it. It just looks like an ink blob. I got Nana and Hachi hanging on a little safety pin keychain, and it's in color too. You just can't see. So I did get a Nana tattoo. I love them. I think it's so cute. I had a really great experience. It was a birthday present from my boyfriend. Update on my internet. I will not have internet for the foreseeable future. AT&T, they're having a region walkout from their technicians not getting paid fair wages. So they basically told me today, no one's going to come until the walkout is over. So awesome. I just love that for me. I just love that. So I got the second Scooby-Doo movie because I watched the first one. Then I'm on season 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I got the other seasons. This is season 5. I got the Coraline movie. I got She's All That because I love this movie. And then season 4 of Buffy, and then also Corpse Bride. So I picked all of those up. And then last night I watched the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and honestly, I think the second one is better than the first one. I really enjoyed that. I don't remember the third one, so definitely will watch the third one too. Hey guys, it's the 25th. My birthday is tomorrow. Still haven't been doing any reading. Don't feel like reading. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna be in a slump for this entire year. I don't know, something needs to hit me where I want to feel like reading again, and nothing has given that to me. I know you're supposed to push yourself and try, but I literally just can't force myself to do things that I don't want to do, because then I don't want to do it even more. But I do have a book mail type package. If you watched my last YouTube video, I unboxed 2 retro Kindles or e-readers, and one of them got damaged in shipping, and one of my awesome subscribers, their name is Rose, they gifted me their Kindle that they don't use anymore, and they just sent it to me as a gift, which is so kind, and I would never expect that from any of you guys, but this was so nice. It came all the way from the UK too, which is crazy. It came really quick. We're in a tropical storm right now. It's been raining all day. It's supposed to get really, really bad. Like, businesses are closing and everything, so I am a little anxious right now. So getting this was a really nice surprise. Let's go ahead and unbox it, because the outside of it is absolutely just drenched. So I'm glad it was packaged well. Okay, it's packaged very well. I mean, this was packaged honestly perfectly for the rainy weather. It says, hey Alyssa, enclosed is your new Kindle keyboard from 2010. The charger I use is also in here. The Kindle will need charging. There's already some books on it. Oh, that's awesome. Little postcard too. Thank you so much, Rose. Okay, let's go ahead and, oh, there's other stuff in here too. What the heck? These are so cute. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. These are key rings. Disney at George. These are Nightmare Before Christmas key rings. These are so cool. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to be putting these on my keys, at least one of them. This is really cool. These are like really nice quality. My boyfriend's hair is stuck in my, okay. Thank you so much for adding those. That is really cool. And then it's wrapped up again in like another like tablet case, an HP one. And then it has another case on it. Oh my God, this is so funny. Wow, it's purple. Wow, okay. Here's the case. It's a very pretty purple color. Oh, okay, here's the Kindle. Okay, I don't know this, because this is a little bit different than the white one, I think. Okay, the note said 2010, so this must be the 3rd gen Kindle, because this one is the 2nd gen, and look how much bigger the 2nd gen is than the 3rd. This is cool. I actually really like this one a lot more than the size of this one, because this one's kind of heavy, and this one's just abnormally large. I still want to fix up the screen on this one just for fun. Yeah, for some reason, I thought I remember the message saying it was going to be the exact same Kindle as that one, so I wasn't expecting to get a new one. So I might just wrap this bad boy back up in the packaging and film a little TikTok, but I will go ahead and charge it too. And also the case is really nice. Like, it's really nice of you to include the case too, because I'm definitely going to use this, because if you watch my videos, you probably know I love purple. So thank you so much, Rose. Like, this was so nice of you, and when the tropical storm is over, I'm probably going to film a TikTok on this. All right, guys, it's October 9th. I have not updated this reading vlog in probably a couple of weeks, mainly because I wasn't really reading that much, And then when I started reading a lot again, I started doing Vlogtober on my main channel. So vlogging on both channels is kind of hard for me to do, but I wanted to update you guys on my reading and everything. So I don't remember when I last updated you, but I think I was talking about Promises and Pomegranates by Savar Miller. I gave that 1 star, absolutely hated it. It was dumb, the plot was stupid, the characters were stupid, everyone was annoying, and I hated it. So 1 star for that one. And the Blood on My Name by K.L. Morrison, the audiobook that I picked up on Spotify, I gave that 3 stars. I will not read, I think there's a whole series, I could be wrong. Okay, maybe there isn't a series, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but it was okay. I really liked the audiobook, like the acting was really good, and the plot was pretty good too. I didn't love it, I enjoyed it, it was a good read. And then I picked up a erotica horror, which I've read so many dark romances in my life, and I've started to hate them because I've realized that they're all very similar and it's just not romance at all. Anyways, I can go on a rant about that, but I saw the genre erotica horror and I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. So I picked up a book called Come Out Wherever You Are by Harley Beck. It only has like 1,500 ratings on Goodreads. And I picked it up because it was on Kindle Unlimited. I wanted to see what the genre was about. And y'all, I ate that book up. I read it in like 2 days. It was a really quick read. And do not go into this thinking that this is a romance in any capacity. This book is super effed up. The smut is psychotic in this book. And I went into this book like fully just saying it's a horror book, and that's exactly what I got from it in my brain. Basically, the premise of the story is that we're in the mind of the main character who was drunk driving one night, and they're in high school, by the way. She was drunk driving with her friend one night, and she hits the star quarterback of her high school football team and kills him. And instead of calling the police, they cover up his murder, and they go on with their life thinking that he is dead. Well, turns out he is not dead, and he is back for revenge, and he is basically just trying to destroy her life. And it is absolutely psychotic. You are in the brain of somebody going through a complete psychotic breakdown. And it was like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the ending was a pretty like stereotypical ending for like thrillers and horrors, but I was so engrossed in the story that I wasn't even thinking about the ending, and the ending kind of like blew me away. It's really gross, definitely horror, and it was definitely like, ew, icky, not a romance at all. But also it just made you think, and it was really weird, and I really enjoyed it. So I gave that 4 stars. The reason I didn't give it 5 stars is mainly because I didn't like that they were in high school. I think it is really weird to write high school characters in these very sexual ways. Yes, teenagers have sex, I am well aware of that, but writing a bunch of teenagers having this explicit sex is very gross to me, and I feel like the characters should have been in college. In my opinion, they should have been in college. So I took off that 1 star just because I feel icky reading about high schoolers doing that kind of thing. Like it's a horror, so I know like some people will probably go into this like fully just reading it for the smut, which I think is weird. And if you're fully reading it for the smut with high schoolers, that's also very weird. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I was like, okay, well, let me just check out this genre more, this erotica horror more, because I was like, okay, I'm really enjoying this. So I am currently reading a book called No for an Answer by C.J. Riggs. And I still don't even really know what's going on in the book. Like I do, but I don't. I'm like 40% into it. It's also on Kindle Unlimited. And the description says that her best friend killed herself, and it's been a year since she lost her. She read her diary and found out what caused her friend's death. So now the main character is just going through her payback period where she's finding every single person in her friend's diary. And I'm assuming she's going to kill them in some type of way. Like I said, I haven't gotten too far into it to know what she's going to do. And also there's another main character in this book who is the guy who is a serial killer. So you're in the minds of 2 just pretty psychotic people who are just trying to kill people the whole time. And there is a lot of smut. But the plot's pretty good, so I'm not hating on the smut, honestly. and right now it's a 4-star read. It might get worse. I'm reading it on my Books Palma. Lastly, I am currently reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I have been reading this for a couple weeks now. It is a very big read, so I've been going through it very lightly. I've actually been listening to the audiobook, and the audiobook makes it so much better. I really like the voice acting. I really like how it's read. It really like immerses you into the story because this is really good, honestly, guys. This might be my favorite read of the year so far. I'm like 70% into it, so I still have a lot left, but this is about a main character named Charlie Reed. He's 17 years old, and one day he's walking in the neighborhood and he hears his elderly neighbor's dog barking like crazy. And keep in mind, his elderly neighbor is known for being like terrifying and everybody's scared of him and his dog. He's like the one house on the street that like kids are dared to walk up to his house and stuff like that. But Charlie goes running because he hears the dog just going full panic mode, and he finds his neighbor on the ground with a completely broken leg, and he calls the hospital. They take him to the hospital, and basically Charlie is in charge of this old man's dog, and Charlie and the old man start becoming sort of like friends, and Charlie becomes kind of his caretaker. And you slowly learn why the old man is the way that he is, and you start learning his lore. And his dog, I love his dog so much. Like, this book has already made me cry. It's already made me happy. It's made me scared. Like, there's so many emotions that I have been feeling while reading this book. But basically, Charlie gets immersed into this fairy tale world that this old man is hiding. But it's like a fairy tale stories that are kind of mixed with like a horror theme. So this is basically Stephen King's rendition of basic like Grimm's fairy tales and stuff, and it's really good, guys. Like, it's really, really good. You know, it's Stephen King's writing. It's not for everyone. I personally love Stephen King's writing. It gives me this feeling that I don't get when I read from another author. So yeah, I think this is gonna be my favorite book of the year, which makes me happy because I was like just struggling with enjoying books for pretty much this entire year now. But I'm loving this, so I definitely recommend it. I'm not done yet. I will update you guys on how I feel about it when I get to the end, but in love. And then lastly, I want to talk to you guys about my new Halloween decorations for my Books Palma. All right, a couple days ago, I got a package in the mail, and I'll put a link for the website down below, from Miss Price Creates. She emailed me and asked me if she could send me some stuff for my Books Palma, which there's not many accessories and designs out there for the Books Palma still, even though it went viral pretty quickly. It's still kind of hard to find cases and stuff for the Books Palma that are cute. So when she emailed me, I was like, yes, please send me those because they're so cute. So like I said, I'll put her Instagram and her website down below. She makes inserts for the Books Palma and Kindle. She also makes really cute book stickers. So I wanted to show you guys what I got. First of all, I got 2 inserts. So she sent me this bat insert, and basically what an insert is you just insert it into like the case of your Books Palma, or just against your Books Palma, and then put the case on top of it. And instead of having to use like a whole sticker or anything, you can just switch out these cool just little inserts. It's really like an affordable way to change the way that your Kindles are decorated. But I got this cute pink bat one because it looks really cute with like the pink case that I have on. And then I got this candy corn one. I am obsessed with this candy corn one. I hate candy corn in real life. I actually think it tastes so terrible, but I think candy corn, like the aesthetic of it, is so freaking cute. So I got this, and then I put this little witch sticker that she sent me in there too because I just felt like it was really cute. And then I just have my clear pop socket in my pink case with it. I didn't have any Halloween charms. If I did, I would hang it from the bottom because that'd be really cute. But here's my wallpaper. I have this cute little, or like screensaver. I have this cute girl with like some pumpkins around her. I haven't really decorated the home screen for Halloween because I actually really like the home screen like the way that it is. Because I have like my little Nana picture there, and then I have my Spotify, my calendar, and then I have like the basic apps that I use. So I really like the layout of my homepage already, so I just didn't really want to change it just because I like it. But I figured I would change the screensaver because it's really cute, and yeah, I just really love it. I love it so much. And then I'll show you some of the stickers that she sent too. The stickers are really cute. I always hate getting super cute stickers because I never actually want to use them. Like, I never take the backs off of them. When I use them, I just put them inside of the case like this so I can just reuse them over and over again. But we've got this one that says The Reader. This one says Haunted by My TBR, which is super cute. And then I feel like I got more too, but I don't know where I put them because I honestly got this like a week ago. This little ghosty, and then like I said, like the little witch one. But yeah, if you have a Kindle, she has inserts for Kindles too. But let me know down below if you like the candy corn or the bats. She also has tons of other Halloween inserts too, which it was really hard for me to pick. They were all really cute. So thank you, Ms. Price, for sending these to me. You're so nice. I love them so much. I love decorating my e-readers, especially my Books Palma, because this is the e-reader that I pretty much just use 24/7. So I love decorating it and having cute new things on it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading my little horror erotica. I have been filming this reading vlog for quite a long time now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. And then I am going to start a new one for like a Halloween reading vlog, because after these that I'm reading, I do want to continue just reading horror and thriller books up until the end of the month because I'm really into the genre right now. It's really putting me in a spooky mood, even though it's super hot outside. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next reading vlog. Bye!